So, our next thing that I want to get working on is I want to talk about some IC2 stuff. So, once we clear away some of these guys, we'll talk about the pulverizer. Oh boy, you're dead. And you, sir, are dead. I love how they explode like that. It's so much fun. Oh, okay. That guy right there. I see him. Yeah. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention really briefly about our Thaumcraft stuff. You put books around it, bookshelves, and not the Bibliocraft bookshelves, but if you put bookshelves around the Thaumcraft research table, it increases your research ability. So that's something that's pretty useful. Oh, that was a dumb idea. I don't know why I decided that was something I wanted to do. Okay, let's talk IC2. So, of course, right now, our main goal is to get the pulverizer and to get Ender IO working. Actually, our main thing, what I want to work on as far as technical stuff is the big reactors. So, what we need is we need a reactor casing. In order to get a reactor casing, we need refined iron or a steel ingot. Refined iron... refined iron, here we are, requires a blast furnace. Okay? Not very easy. I think we need oxygen as well in the blast furnace. There's a few other ways we can get it. An induction smelter, which may actually end up being easier. In an induction smelter is made like this, but there's a catch. We need Invar. How do we make Invar? Well, we can use an alloy smelter, a casting table, which, let's take a look at molten Invar. And molten Invar is made with iron and nickel. Nickel is made out of ferrous ore, so we need ferrous ore. After that, let's just make sure we're not screwing something up. Let's look at our frames. Oh, look. We have a problem. In order to make refined iron, we need refined iron, which means that we're forced to use steel. The way we make molten steel, there really, I don't think, is any way to make molten steel other than actually melting down the steel. So we got to take a look at what else. Look, blast furnace. Yes, that's right, folks. We have no other recourse other than making a blast furnace. And a blast furnace, we need to go into the nether to be able to make magma cream. That's actually not that difficult. We can just get some sort of gelatinous stuff with blaze powder. We don't have to kill those things off. But the blast furnace bricks, we're going to need nether brick and soul sand. So we need to go into the nether and get those things. Okay. But there's another slight catch. I do not believe we have diamonds. And in order to get diamonds, we need to mine down deep in the surface, or down deep in the gullies. So, ooh, I forgot to show you what this is. So, our primary goal in this next little bit is to get into the nether, to get the blast furnace going, and to make refined iron so we can get ourselves to where we need to go. We've got the macerator, which I wanted to get that done. I wanted to get a renewable resource here, so if we ever run out of lava, we can use this. Plus, I don't really like using that. This is a lot faster to get this through, and one of the other things I wouldn't mind creating is an electric. You guys know how hard it is for me to spell electric. No. Why is it not E-L-E-T? Engine. Let's look up engine. E-L-E-C-T. Electric furnace. We make an iron furnace, an electronic circuit. That's actually not too hard. Why don't... Do I have the necessary materials to make this? Because if I can put this right here... Let's see the Ender IO here for a second. We need an alloy smelter to make a lot of the Ender IO stuff. But just take a look here at the... I think they're called transfer pipes. Transfer... No, that's the extra utilities ones, which will work, but we need a transfer node. Alright, try it this way. At mod.enderio. And I think it's a transfer conduit. It's not working. Conduit. Here we go, right here. Item conduit. This guy right here requires pulsating nuggets, which actually, if it's anything like... Right, we need an alloy smelter, iron, ender pearl. It makes one of those, which makes a ton of what we need. Let's look up an alloy smelter. Make sure it's not anything tricky, and it's not. Let's make sure the machine chassis. Oh, look at this. Okay, so we can't do anything without refined iron, which requires a blast furnace, guys. Oh, wait. Did I see something that said Minecraft? Tinker's Construct, Railcraft. No, there was nothing. I bet you I was looking at iron bars. So we're gonna have to do that. There's a basic capacitor. That's not too hard to make. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So you guys see the integration of the mod. We are forced right now. Forced to get the blast furnace and make the steel ingot. Later on, we won't have to use the blast furnace. The blast furnace is actually pretty slow, if I remember it correctly. So that induction smelter later on is going to be the fast way to get a lot of these materials. So we won't be able to use Ender IO, but let's look up transfer pipes for a second, because that may be something we can use. The extra utility, yeah, very easy. Item node, very easy. So if we get an electrical furnace, that can sort of tide us over until we can get the blast furnace stuff. But right now I want to show you guys what this thing is. You guys already just saw, but this is actually Botania. Horn of the Wild. Let's look that up. Horn of the Wild, right here. All you need is pasture seeds, which is literally grass. Just throw it in. You get pasture seeds. And what this does is it takes out a bunch of grass. So if you're building something or you want to kind of clear terrain out, you guys know how much of a pain that is when you're dealing with water. You just blow into this, and bam, you get out all the things you need, which is great with Pam's little pack there, because it also takes out a lot of those flowers and stuff. Some flowers do not get taken out by this guy, and I haven't tried this yet, but let's see. Did I get that flower? My inventory's full. There we go. I haven't checked to see if it gets rid of the flowers that you're currently using for Botania. We need to get more, you know, the correct food, not freaking rotten flesh. It's gross. We'll try it right here, because I don't want to... Okay, good. Let's go up here. Good. Nice. Okay. So, yeah. Ooh, this isn't transporting right to there. So we need to bring that closer. How do I want to do this? I guess... Whoa. Why did it all of a sudden... I wonder why it's all of a sudden doing that. I still want to build it like right here, because I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to see the mechanics of that, but it's kind of weird. We actually want to close off this. And do we have an axe in our inventory? We do. Before the other bucket despawns, preferably. That way we can actually probably put more. Now the only thing that stinks about this is we want to let this drain because very easily, there we go. Very easily we could end up having mana wasted. If you guys can't hear, we've got mana being poured into this really quick, and I'm not sure why exactly that is. Can't necessarily be from the Endo Flame. Why does it still have mana? Huh. Alright, well, we'll waste the mana for right now. Stick this right here. And now that should... Did it keep the mana? No, it didn't. We're getting quite a bit of mana pushed to it, apparently. And I'm not exactly sure if there's something wrong or what, but I can't complain. That's a lot of mana that's going in there. So, I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's going to be sort of it for today's episode. I'm going to go down deep, try and find some diamonds, get some obsidian, get a portal in, and then I want to find a nether fortress before we go anywhere further. Now, I may, just because, I may not record me going to the nether fortress and getting the materials. I may just start right off with making the blast furnace, because I think that's what you guys want to see. You guys have already seen people go into the nether and all that stuff, and I think most of you guys are looking for the mechanics of this, how all of these things get integrated, and how you move on to the next step. So our next step, of course, is, like I said, for IC2 and the technical stuff, we need to get steel ingots to make refined iron, and refined iron to be able to move on. So that's going to be priority 1. And so I'm going to kind of show you guys how to build a blast furnace the next episode, I think. And from there, we'll go through the necessary things, which I believe... Do I need a coke furnace for a blast furnace? I don't think so. I may. I'll have to check that out. But if we need a coke furnace for that, then that's going to be a whole different story. The other thing I want to work on next episode is getting this endo frame automated. And I have some ideas on how to do that, but we're going to need quite a bit of iron. But that's going to do it for today's episode, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, or any suggestions, please leave that in the comment section, and I'll be happy to read those for you guys, and that would be awesome. Okay, so until next time, happy mining and crafting.